Now, he's poised to return to the Kremlin in Russia's presidential election tomorrow. But Vladimir Putin is likely to face widespread protest over alleged corruption. Critics claim that when Putin was St. Petersburg deputy mayor in the 1990s, the city authorities exported goods like timber and aluminium in exchange for food that never arrived. And they say the proceeds disappeared. Our international editor, Lindsey Hilsum, has been to Russia to meet a retired city official whose investigation into Putin's past was suppressed.
Vladimir Putin, the hard man. The only one who can pilot Russia through turbulent skies. It's a carefully cultivated image. But on the eve of this presidential election, more questions are being asked about him than ever before. Some of the answers may lie 6 hours' drive from St. Petersburg, in a remote dacha, with an elderly woman who worked with Putin when he was St. Petersburg deputy mayor in the early 1990s. She's carefully hoarded her store of documents.
Without going into all the details, I'll tell you that from this document, signed by Putin, all $124 million disappeared without a trace.
Putin has said he never signed any such documents, but this does appear to be his signature. It was a time of extreme hardship and turmoil. In 1991, people queued to buy rationed food. Soldiers were dispatched to harvest the fields. The city authorities signed contracts with what turned out to be fake firms to barter timber, aluminium and other commodities for food. But the food never arrived. When Marina Salye investigated, she was blocked.
Look at this. This agreement is for 150,000 tonnes. 2 separate agreements for the same raw materials. Such things happened. And all of this with the blessing of Putin. I can't say for sure where the money ended up, or that it was all grabbed, that it ended up in Putin's pocket. But I'm certain that it didn't all end up with the representatives of the fake firm.
Putin has said the St. Petersburg City Council should have done more to stop what he called shady businesses, but he's denied any personal connection with the fraud.
Who got hold of the goods? We don't know. It should have been the middleman with whom our committee signed the agreement. We'll give you the timber and you give us the potatoes, for example. We didn't get the potatoes, but the timber went. Who got the money? We don't know. That's what needed to be investigated at the time. But no one did.
Corruption is a major theme in this weekend's election. All the candidates, including Putin, say they will fight it. His opponents say he and his associates are to blame. But his supporters say only Putin can address Russia's problems.
We have a presidential candidate who doesn't chatter, but who works really hard. One that put Russia back together, and because of whom all the nations of the world respect our country. We know that man. Yes, that's Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin.
12 years ago, when Marina Salye first tried to tell her story of corruption in St. Petersburg in the 1990s, no one wanted to listen. But times have changed. Now growing numbers of Russians are protesting against the government. Vladimir Putin's re-election is sure, but more people are now interested in digging up the past to challenge him in the future.